Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers, episode 4 for Pertam. A bit have changed. I've now got the Tier 1 refinery, Tier 2 assembler, and moved over to the other side. Under there we've got a pipe that links the storages up. We got this room courtesy of Stu, who but this doesn't work. Stu, it doesn't work. You see that oxygen tank does not fill up. So, yes, in here, when it's shut, it's pressurized, but the tank above isn't filling up. So I haven't got the tank on store. That might be a stockpile on. Yeah. So we have a slight issue. Yes, it keeps this room good, but it doesn't keep me alive. Is what I'm saying. Every time I've come back, I've been here because I've died in there. Anyway, so what's the plan? Well, for starters, sticker being spawned with them. So, as usual, we'll get rid of our additional tools that we don't need. Take our drill. Apparently we're out of iron. That's going because, well, I don't care for rovers. Personally, rovers aren't my thing. I prefer ships. I like to fly. Turn my light on. Because I've kind of got to the point where I'm in here. I'm thinking about building my base below ground. And for that, I'm thinking about going that way. Or I pack up and I use the rover and I take what I can on the rover into a mountain somewhere and build within a mountain. Hey Walko, interesting game. It is a good game, really good game. But for the fact that I don't like rovers, we're going underground. Rovers are temperamental. They, especially the small ones. So what we need is some of that and one of them. And we're going to decide how we're going to do this. Well, we're not even going to collect the resources from here. We're just right clicking and just removing the voxel as we go. Maybe be better off. Are we going down? No, we're kind of going up. That's not the way I wanted to go. So like that. Kinda. And where would our block be? Oh, wait. Wasn't this perfectly flat anyway? I'm good, thank you. I'm you know what? Which I can't get out. Well, actually, I can get out that way. Like that. Okay. Stone in there. Put that back in there a minute. And let's hide that. We could take this apart and make a ship. Hey, Matt. Could do that. And then plow to one of them mountains and start setting up base over there. And I like that idea more than anything. Grinder? Don't need you. You? Definitely. And it also means that it's easier to charge the ship because I can put a one of these somewhere, build a pipe up and fill off the edge and easily land on top of it. We haven't got anything in there, have we? No. The downside is I lose the batteries, but this is where it is at the end of the day. Sometimes you have to accept your losses. Take that. Because the ship that we could use, we could work from it, and it would become our mining vessel in the end. But as a temporary ship, it would anything in there? No. Good. It would just be
inventory full.
It would just be just a ship getting around, and we'd be using atmospheric thrusters, so we wouldn't have anything to worry about there. I'd leave the wheels a minute and then we could build this from as the ship. This could become the platform for the ship. And again, no, I won't. Rather do the ship from scratch than take the wheel off first, shouldn't I? The rovers definitely don't interest me. They never really have. Oh, no, wheel first. How is everybody anyway? What you been up to? I've had a lazy day today. I've just been watching people streaming all day. Couldn't be bothered to go out. Didn't want to play anything. Um, Apparently I destroyed the floor. Very good.
Energy low.
Energy isn't critical, it's all good. Problem solved. Right. Now, put this in there a minute. I want you, and I better take a seat and recharge. So, if I make a ship with an oxygen tank on it, that means it's ready for space exploration as well. Now the question is, do I want to go big or not? And I could theoretically build a mining vessel straight off the get-go. Because if we go into, do it from there. The interior wall, we definitely don't need that there. So landing gear, cockpit, O2 generator, and we can go with different sizes if we want, different tiers. For a mining vessel, I don't think we need to. Hey Jake, how are you, bud? So just a standard oxygen tank, or O2 generator even. Then batteries, I do think we would be better off going with the higher tiers for them. But can we make that alloy plate and tier 3 question? Quick question for you. Do you post your maps on King Mods? I do. It's the one site I'll post on outside of Mod Hub. It's where initially I had Riverview and Maypole when they was third party only. Before I decided to go with Mod Hub, that's where people was asking, you know, is it going to be on console? And then people doing streams and videos, and I was getting asked, you know, if it's coming out on console, I really want to play this map. And that's when it was like, okay, I'll go to Mod Hub and put them up there and see if I can battle with giants to get them out. I figured with Glenleithan, it was there was a lot of people who have friends who want to play with them, and they want to put it on their daddy server but can't because, you know, the constraints of the early access rule. And so I was like, well, I may as well put it there. Gives everybody on PC the chance to play it and see if they like it. And while we wait on giants. Hey Joe, wanted to make sure before I downloaded it, too much respect for you to download a leaked version. That's much appreciated, Jack. And thank you for coming to me with that. But a few people asked me if that was me on King Mods, if I'd uploaded it there. And it's very, very nice to see. So production alloy is nickel and iron. They're going to be expensive batteries to make, aren't they? So maybe we should just go with the standard batteries for now, which is fine. We can always swap them out at any point. We're not. It'll just be a little bit challenging to get to them, but we'll go with batteries. Then we want cargo. And now the question is, do we go medium or do we go large? Someone steals my mods from people I know will be blasted on many streams. Yeah. Unfortunately, it does happen. We could go with that, couldn't we? Why did it have to change? Just don't change. No, it's that one's turn to rotate it. And then we've got one small portal, is it? Oh, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got 3 small doors that we can use. And then we've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We've got 3 large doors that we can use. Okay. How could I use them? Well, I know I could use them, but is that what I'm looking for? I'm thinking it is, you know. What's the next one? Whoa. That's the small large, that's the small small. Yeah, I think the small small is, no. Medium. On the other hand. Not really much difference between, oh, medium is only for the small ship, isn't it? That's why there isn't anything. Does it happen? It does happen, but if I see it, the whole community will know. It's sad when it does happen. The amount of work that people put into what they do, and then it gets leaked. It's one of the reasons why giving it out as early access is very. You have to really want to know that you can trust those people, and when those people go, okay, if my friend joins me, it's like, do you trust this friend of yours? Because if you trust this friend of yours, then I'll trust them. But you know, and because you're putting the responsibility on that person of, are you sure you can trust them? And it's a lot to ask. Do I go with that one instead, the medium? So I could turn it that way. Couldn't I? No. I would want it. But then how much does a medium hold? We don't know, because we kind of got rid of the medium cargo box, didn't we? I think we might have to go with medium. If I can give a word to someone, they are well trusted. If I give my word on someone, they are well trusted. Oh, I definitely trust what you say, Joe. When somebody ported over 82 Studio Wreck-It, it sent him a message and he was livid. Yeah, I can imagine. I had to download it at one point. Joe and Keith told me it was not official, and I deleted midstream. Yep. I've seen a few do that. 19 was it 19 or 22? There was a lot of maps that were going out that wasn't even ported by the original mod author, and on these dodgy download sites, and I'm like, no. And they were just literally ports direct from 19, and the person hadn't even put the work in to making them actually functional, proper functional maps within 22. You know, most of these modders, they're not modders, are they? Thieves, don't have a clue. If they had a clue, they'd have a lot more respect and not do it, because they know the amount of time and effort that goes into doing it. Yeah, Joe is definitely a very trustworthy guy. How are you, So we're going with them. What else do we need? We are conveyors. We want the no, we want not you. Is it you? No, we don't want the armored one either. The T-junction. We don't want you. Conveyor access we don't want. We don't want the one with the air vent. Too much respect for modders' work. To use a cheap copy, hence checking with you first. No, and I definitely appreciate that. And I definitely concur with you as well. I try to make sure that nothing gets in the wrong hands. Couldn't ask for anything more, Joe. Doing well, really well. How about yourself? I'm good. It's gotta be in that group, hasn't it? I'm doing really good. That's the one that we want, which would be that one. Yeah. So that's that. Doing really well, thank you. An H2 Studio Mac, the custom intelligence picture I took as a show. It's from oh, okay. And we want drills. Do we go with the... I think we just go basic with everything. We can always upgrade that at any point. But we go basic for now. So we've got landing gear, cockpit. Do I want to use that cockpit? That's the question. I think I do. Also need a connector, the standard connector. So it'd be here that I'd make it, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, I think, yeah. Need steel plates. That would be helpful. Take some of them, some of them. We need how many batteries we going to stick on this thing? At least 6, probably, I'd say. Maybe. we'll go with 5. So we need like 400. So that we need iron before we can carry on building them. So we'll have to go and get some iron. We definitely do not want the big ship landing gear. We want to be able to gain holes, not eat planets. Drop all that a minute, get the drill. Do we need to charge? We don't. And get some iron so we can start getting them batteries being done. Well, the good news is iron's not an issue. Another reason why I want to make a drill ship is it'd be a lot easier to collect all of this resource.
Inventory full.
In the I think from what I can see, the map's been well received. With last time I looked, it was a while ago now, over 2,500 downloads. And only one comment. It was looks to
Inventory full.
have been, like I said, well received. Up there. It was, I got out that way, wasn't it? I drilled out that way, yeah. Let's get rid of this.
Inventory full.
Really. Hold. There. Just make it a little bit bigger. My guy's big head can't get through there. We don't need the drill anymore. We can go that way to get in here and go out the other way. I would just fly out, but unfortunately I haven't been able to find ice yet.
Inventory full.
I don't really want to use the hydrogen that I've got in my backpack. It was annoying because I went to jump on here earlier and I was like, where's the server gone? The server was down, and it was down because the space engineers had an update. It's all about the planning. Yeah, it definitely is all about the planning. And the server hadn't come back up. So it'd been down virtually all night. And I'm like, okay. So I went and started the server up, and then went to join, and the server came up, and then it went off immediately. And I'm like, what the hell? Went back to the server page, and you know, lo and behold, the server was down again. And I'm like, what? And it was saying that it still had an update to do. So I ran the update again. Then we started the server again, tried to rejoin, and or tried to join even, and it just wasn't there. went back to the server page, it was down again. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to manually do the updates myself rather than you stopping. And that way I know that the update's gone in. So I set it so that it'd be manually updated or needed manually updated, and I'll receive an email when there's an update due or pending. And because if you're on the server, unfortunately, space engineers think if you're on the server, you'll get a message saying that the server's going to restart, and then you get how long it will be before it restarts because there's an update pending. And if you're on the server, like there's no admins for this server. I haven't set an admin. If you just gotta leave, drop everything and leave before that timer runs out. Because as soon as that timer runs out, regardless what you're doing, it just boots you off. So it's best to late do an auto save and leave. And so I set it to manual and ran the update twice. Started the server, no issues. Exactly, taking things into my own hands. I don't like automation so much. Especially when it doesn't work. But then in games I like automation. In things that I know are problems, I like to do myself. That way if there's something going to go wrong with it, there's only me to blame. Right, now I'll have to use my jetpack. Because I need the height to be able to get underneath this thing when I'm working on it. Yeah, that will be perfectly fine. And then, let's go with you. How do I want to do this? Is the next question. Do I want to... Do I want to put a connector on the door at the bottom or one at the back? I'm thinking underneath, personally. Give me a bit more depth to work with. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah, that will be perfectly fine. And then oxygen tank on the back. And then on the back of that, I want these conveyors. Do I want them? No, definitely not like that. Do I want it that way? Where I can use each individual doorway? I think I do, don't I? So that would be like that, followed by that is right, okay. Starting to look like, what's the name of the ship in Star Wars? B-Wing? Was it B-Wing? Not X-Wing, was it? Was it the B-Wing? It kind of looks like that right now. Or at least the back of it. I could go. The more cargo boxes I put on this, though, the more engines I've got. Thrusters I've got to put on this, which is going to be a major issue. Out of curiosity, what would a box look like? Do a comparison. Haven't I got my grinder on me? That's called planning. Forget your grinder. Definitely not that big though. So yeah, I want you guys at the sides, ideally. Barry's right, okay. Hey Kobe. It's going to leave very little in the middle though, isn't it? So it'll have to be the mediums. Six. So. I've got to be able to put the batteries in the middle. It's a necessity. And talking of batteries, they would be 4. I can't do it like that. No, that just sticks above, which is perfectly fine. Like that, maybe. Only one downside to this that I can already see. Where am I going to put the motors? Not the motors, the thrusters. So this is a no good design. I want to extend it further, wider by 1 block. Then I could go with the large. So I want to ideally put thrusters down the middle. And that's the one thing I didn't look into. Is not how you spell thrusters. Steric thrusters. You take 12 alloy. I definitely want the tier 2s. They're definitely a must-have. And I want them ones, the science fiction atmospheric thrusters. I don't need a large one. Or do I? Oh, but when I went with that, give me the... No, it's just the standard. Yeah, okay. Only the small and then large. That's fine. Because these and batteries are too wide. So I'd need these all over by one at least. So yeah, it just ain't gonna work. I need a bottle. Yeah, 13%. Oh, needs must. Could put those on medium cargo box on the front here and here, which would give a bit more cargo room. Oh, yes. And yes. Followed by you. There. One. There. There. 6 medium cargo boxes on this side. And if I decided rather than medium, I could go with the large. These ones are really a nightmare to line up. I just lined up, okay. And that would give me would definitely give me the room, wouldn't it, that I'd need. Batteries there. So yeah, I think it's going to be large cargo boxes down the sides. Relaxing a bit, got home from work having a little while ago. Oh. Nothing wrong with that at all. Fell off the edge. Was that the last one to put on? No, one more. That definitely doesn't look right over here. That isn't right. And was on about lining them up. Pain in the ass. No, I want that one. One. Again. Try that again, but this time actually get the right height. It's better. Really? Sandstorm? This is going to be an expensive build. And here was me saying, oh, I'll just do a basic ship. And then if I decide I want to move into a mountain, I can throw everything, demolish everything here, take it over there, and, you know, be done with it. But no. I want survival kit. I haven't factored that one in, have I? Definitely must have a survival bay on it. I need to be able to access this from the top. So that would be like that. And then that gives me plenty of clearance here. Do I want to put batteries here? Or do I want to go straight off the back of this? I had a plan before I came on. I was like, you know what? I will take my base. I'll build it underground. And when I get on here, I'm dismantling the rover to build a ship to take my base to a mountain that now turns into a drill ship to dig out the ground below myself to get the iron so that I can build a base underground where I'm located. Nothing like a really well laid out plan. Because to have, I know, I sexy base. Well, glad you think so. Just framework, mostly. Think it'll fly. Fly like a brick. And I've got to factor in all the drills, yeah. That'll be fun. And I have no idea how many drills I want to put on here. But computer was going loud there. Indicating the other fan had kicked in because of how hot it is in here. Right, I think I should get all of this built and then plan the rest of it out. So let's get what we can onto everything. These are, none of these are... Oh, you guys are going to take a crap ton of plates, aren't you? We're going to need to make more of them. We need another hydrogen bomb. Take some of the computers and we can drop them in while we're there. Right. Land on the top of it, we can save hydrogen doing that. 55 plates per... No, 75 plates per cargo box. Jeez. You don't need cargo plates, do you? You wanna jump up? No? Okay. And we're out of interior plates. So let's just drop all the huge components in. We ain't keeping that. Did we put... There we go. So we don't need that anymore. Don't need them yet. Take a few hundred of them. We don't need that many of them, but we'll take them. Take the bulletproof. We'll take all of them. Some of them. And we'll go and sit in the chair and recharge. While we admire the sandstorm going on around us. How much iron do we actually have left? 14k? Oh. In that case, you can be producing... them. A few of them. Are we charged yet? We are. Good. Wrong way. So we need another 17 bulletproof glass. Okay. We definitely got the silicon for that. 2 large steel tubes. There's the first conveyor done. Can't do anything about that because we need medical components, but we need silver for that. Medium cargo box. Conveyor. You need interior plates, we'll come back to you when we've got some more. So how many did we have? 4. So 150, we need 300 plates for that. Well, actually we need less than 300 because one of them cargo boxes already got some in. Need more motors. Need you or you. Do need some of them. Interior plates. So yeah, you're down in assembly, aren't you? There's the 300 plates that we needed. Oh, you need construction components as well. No, I put the displays back, didn't I? Oops. Oh well. We need more interior plates. We just had 3. Oh yeah, never mind. No, because 375, that's 150. 300. Or didn't I have the room to take all 300 on? And that was... Okay. Makes sense now. Them. Need them. I don't need you. Okay. Some of them are. Maybe a few more. Yeah, that'll do. Where am I going? I think I've done them. Yeah. Done them ones the wrong way around. The small door was meant to be that side. Oh well. There's a workaround. Good news though. I think we're pretty much that. Perfectly fine. These in there, get a few of them. Most of them in there. Take you just in case there's something we don't like. Oh yeah, what did that oxygen tank need actually? Large tube. We only want 2 of them. We'll leave you until later. We've got everything that we needed in there, wasn't it? Yeah. So how many? 6 for every one of these that we want to build. Question is, how far down do we want them sticking out?
Energy low.
We gotta have upwards and downwards facing thrusters. I want this to be able to go in any direction and hold itself. 2, so 6, no. So 8, 16, just in that area. Okay. So we want 52 of them. We want the better ore detector as well, tier 2 ore detector. What else did we need for a tier 3 motors? 27 of them. Oh boy. We need quite a few of them. Which, I think them ones take cobalt, don't they? Assembly, yeah. Yeah. 23 of them. Wow. So if we put 400 of them, because we're going to need them for other things as well, which means that we're going to need to go out and get nickel. We're going to have to get nickel. You can have the gravel there. Are you separate? We've got no more ore. Okay. So we'll need to get nickel at some point. Because that nickel is not going to cover our requirements. And we're a little short on the iron. Nothing new there. Oh, it's the alloy that we actually need to be able to place these. Okay, never mind. Yeah. But if we didn't have them sitting so low. Definitely come down one on that one, but bringing it down one brings us to the same height as them. We do. No, doesn't it brings us to... Yeah. Okay. One. But by doing that, we can go, so we could actually have these ones under below actually higher than the ones at the top. That's perfect. Is there an end game to this game, or is it just it's open-ended? There are scenarios that you can do that do have an ending if you want. But I prefer the freedom. I don't like games with endings. I think that would be a lot better. Hey, laser. I think that would be a lot better. Yeah, this is really awesome. Really is. That's a lot of thrusters. And that's only just up and down. We've got left, right, forward and back to do as well. And then you have to take into account that these have a block radius of how far they will damage blocks. I think small block, I believe, was something like 4 to 5 blocks away. They can damage anything that's directly in front of them. Just say hey to Laser. Unfortunately, Laser can't hear me. He's deaf, which is why when he joins us Wreckfest, you never see him or hear him in voice. Unfortunately, but really good guy. Which is why you make great maps for FS. There is no end for any map. Yeah, you could. Then again, I think that's with any map though, isn't it, as well? You can go in there and you can decide when the end is going to be the end. No Man's Land is perfect for that, I think, as well. But thank you. I've always said it, I make the maps for myself, for other people to enjoy. Making a space trucker, and then go from there. Put it out there and hope that other people enjoy what I've done. Hang on. Leave that option open there. Can I get a refill? You going to refill my oxygen? No? Did you industrial? No, don't want you. Oxygen tank. You did not. Don't stockpile. You're not refilling my oxygen. You suck. Is there a reason why you're not refilling my oxygen? Yeah, you're on. Nice, wonder where you're gonna put side thrusters on it. Oh, I have my areas for them. Top and bottom. Just hope if you can spell as well. So we've got all of that. We need. Wow. And already we've gone through all of them motors. We might. Do we? We're out of nickel. Oh, great. We got anything on us? We haven't. Okay, well, that brings an end to the shipbuilding process. Because now we gotta go and get nickel. That's a flight. Not that far away, though. Apparently that's where I was mining last time. Okay.
Inventory full.
Good. Now we'll just mine away until we've got a load of this sitting on the floor down there. It really is not much. Wow. Right, anyway. You fault, your fault. Wow. Cargo box. Well, no, in fact, yeah, there you go. You can happily have all of that. You can have our drill.
Inventory full.
Yeah. Ooh, kind of went past it. No breaks in space. Well, on a planet, but you know where we are now, server? Yeah, we're all good. That was an interesting view.
Inventory full.
Okay. Nickel isn't light. And again, when you're carrying two hydrogen bottles as well. We could actually theoretically get rid of one of their hydrogen bottles. Yeah. Charge. Whoa. Watch the head. Low ceiling there.
Inventory full.
A few more journeys to go. At least two. I thought we had a sandstorm coming in then.
Inventory full.
Mm. Bed base, survival kit, no. Small cargo box, yes. You're full. What? You're full. Everywhere's full. I'm gonna go through the stone first, because like it'll go a lot quicker. Then we can get rid of this that we've got on us. Like so. Which isn't much iron that you get from the stone, but gives you iron, silicon, and nickel. So stone is kind of useful to an extent. one more trip.
Inventory full.
Oh, that one piece of stone can stay there, I ain't bothered by that. Ouch. That'll definitely be more than enough nickel to keep this refinery going for a little while. Stick you in there. Looks like that we need to get another medium cargo box. Put it on the top there. Really gone through any of that nickel yet. How much is a large cargo box on here? 15,000 or 15,500 or just over. So that's the equivalent of a small cargo box on a base. So what is a medium cargo box? Cockpit has a capacity of 1,000. Large. Where's mediums? 3,375. What? You really haven't gone through much. Let's go and take you, but then those are not in storage, are they? That's a problem. So we won't take that then. You can't take anything. You've got 150. Okay. You don't want that. Okay. Cargo box. That one was pointless doing. That one. We definitely can't afford that one yet. Oh yeah, interior plates. And they would definitely be full here. Grids, motors, basically everything. We don't need you, some of you, some of you. Some of you, some of you, some of you, some of you. We missed the computers out, but we can put all of them back in there. And some of you. There we go. Thank you. Because I think I'm going to call that a night, because it's... I know I haven't been streaming long, but it's like coming up to 1 o'clock in the morning for me. And everybody went to bed really late today, and I'm like, oh, hurry up and go to bed. I want to do a stream. But they didn't, until it was late. I was hoping to do at least a 2.5 hour stream today. Normally everyone goes to bed by 10 o'clock. So I will thank you all for watching. Take care and see you later.